Good day, listeners, and thank you for tuning in to the Corona Chronicles episode number 1. This is the cast where we discuss some aspects of daily life during the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm your host, DJ Mikey Boy.
Welcome to the George Washington Carver High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. Please honor the national anthem.
At the ringing of the bells.
By Rudolf Steiner.
To wonder at beauty.
Stand guard over truth.
Look up to the noble.
Resolve on the good.
This leadeth us truly.
To purpose in living.
To right in our doing.
To peace in our feeling.
To light in our thinking.
And teaches us trust.
In the working of all.
In all that there is.
In the width of the world.
In the depth of the soul.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Class of 2020!
Class of 2020!
A message from the superintendent and our board member.
Hello, I'm Jorge Aguilar, Superintendent of Sac City Unified School District. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Congratulations to the family, friends, guardians, and community members for your support of these graduates, for your sacrifices and all you've done to get us to this moment, even if this is different than what you thought it would be. I know this is probably not what you imagined when you looked forward to your high school graduation. But no matter what you do today, it doesn't minimize or take away from all that you've accomplished thus far and what you will accomplish going forward. And for families, we know this is different for you too. But we know the change in circumstance won't take away that feeling of pride you have for your student. Class of 2020, I hope today is the first of many similar celebrations and memorable transitions for you in your education, career, and personal life. This graduation ceremony is a marker and a great achievement, but it is not a definition. What you've done to get here and what you'll do moving forward is what really matters. This probably won't be the first time you need to adjust something that you didn't expect. It's our ability to take the unexpected and make it work. That is the real testament to who we are. It's the grit, the tenacity. In Spanish, we call it the ganas that helps you get through these things. It's our willingness to shift and pivot when it matters the most. Your life will never be a straight line. Of course, I don't have to tell you this because you're here today. I'm sure your journey here was full of bumps and curves and all kinds of surprises, both good and bad. Your curriculum here at Sac City Unified focused on academic, social, and emotional learning. We know that in order to succeed, your needs must be met beyond grades and academics. We know that for many, this journey is harder, And it is for this reason that we all, as we've learned from our time here at Sac City Unified, must give grace and compassion and acknowledgement that the road is different for everyone. Sometimes we must even give grace and compassion to ourselves. Leave here today with the confidence to set high expectations for yourself, but do not let failures deter you from working toward your goals. In fact, failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. We're experiencing this crisis collectively, but it impacts all of us differently, the same as most things in life. Our acknowledgement of that allows us to tackle crises more effectively, to see things more clearly, and to challenge injustices and inequities. This will not be easy. It takes courage, it takes resolve, emotional intelligence, and empathy. While the crisis we're experiencing today might be memorable, I hope the memory of it will pale in comparison to your achievement here today. You have so much to look forward to, well beyond the challenges that we're facing in this moment. But I do hope that you will take something from it. Success is not only about achievement, it's supporting one another. It's about being able to look around the world knowing that we really are in this together. We've seen this more than ever in the last few months. We've seen songs on balconies, gratitude for our first responders, virtual support and outreach to those who need it, creative responses to serve our community's needs, whether it's providing food to our families, internet and computers to those without access, or check-ins to those who need a friend. When we are there for each other, it matters. And when we fail to support one another, it matters too. We can't pretend that we haven't seen the consequence of inaction as well. You've seen both in real time and what it means on the ground. My hope for you, class of 2020, is that you will take this knowledge that for many takes a lifetime to acquire, and apply it going forward no matter what you choose to do with your future. It's what we do for each other that makes the biggest difference. If you can view the world through the lens of another, you will go far, because each one of you matters. Each one of you will make a difference, and it is your choice what kind of difference that is. Class of 2020, we are proud of you. Congratulations on this momentous accomplishment. I am honored to celebrate this special moment with you.
Hello, graduates of 2020. I am your school board trustee, Christina Pritchett. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure of joining you on this day. On behalf of the Sacramento City Unified School District Board of Education, we congratulate you on your accomplishments. Today is all about you, graduates. I know that this is not the way that we wanted to celebrate, but we should celebrate. You have all come so far, from the first day that you started kindergarten, to that scary yet satisfying feeling of starting middle school, to the fear of stepping onto the high school campus the first day as a freshman. Once you all became a pro, school was finished, and now you're all moving on to adulthood. I have to say that I know firsthand the sadness of not being able to cross the stage this year. My graduation was canceled too. Though I had moments of sadness and anger, I kept thinking about all of you. I know that you have all missed out on so much this year. In my life, I have always tried to find the silver lining in every situation. I feel that the glimmer of hope is to think of the strength that you have all endured to finish your senior year while being quarantined. Wow! Think of the story that you will have for your own children and grandchildren later in life. Our country has not endured anything like this pandemic since the Spanish flu. You will need to read a history book to learn more about that. But now we have social media, and it is no longer just in the books. And your experience will forever live on the World Wide Web. You're going to be the generation that will forever change the way that our future generations learn. You are making history, and you should be proud. As we take these next steps into the unknown, find what inspires you and give it all you got. I have faith that all of you are going to make an impact on this world. Forrest Gump once said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Today is the day when your childhood ends and a new chapter in your life begins. Today is the start of your new chapter in your book of life. As you begin your journeys, never forget where you came from, your roots, and take this world on like you never have before. I want you to know that each of you are my inspiration, and I cannot express how proud I am of all of you. I wish that we could all be together to celebrate this special day. I know that you will never forget this experience. Let's make something positive out of it. I will never forget you. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
A message from our principal and our faculty.
Dear Carver graduates, 2020 is a year no one will forget. Today, we virtually celebrate your graduation from high school simultaneously with a global pandemic, and as citizens across the country are protesting not only the death of George Floyd, but also police killings of many other unarmed African Americans over time. We are in the midst of a national crisis of racial injustice, and I want to acknowledge the real experiences of people of color at Carver. I am angry and overwhelmed, and yet I want to celebrate you today for the hard work you have done to be ready to meet this time. You were born in 2001, some of you in the fall when another world-changing event occurred on September 11th. On that day, everything changed in a heartbeat. Our world has not been the same since. It makes me wonder, what have you come here to do? One thing we have all done is attend Carver High School, whose curriculum is founded in social and environmental justice. George Washington Carver is our inspiration who reminds us that education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Throughout your education here at Carver, you have learned about identity and understanding privilege, about implicit bias and social injustice. You have engaged the civic, cultural, and community events to guide you into community activity. You have learned about environmental justice and caring for the earth, improving the health of the planet, understanding how human activity affects nature. We've been developing a new curriculum to realign our literature to bring diverse voices. And now is that time more than ever to center the voices and experiences of people of color, because when we center their voices, we all rise together. What can you do? You have concentrated so much of your high school career building your awareness of social justice. You can do what we have worked together to learn, to listen to each other respectfully, to understand multiple perspectives, to be flexible, thoughtful, and inquiring, to observe, think critically, and use your best problem-solving skills. You can work to solve the injustices we see in our community. We can respectfully engage people of color to work toward a future in which all people are treated equally and fairly. Brene Brown challenges us to choose courage over comfort in this time and culture of fear and uncertainty. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." I encourage you to take the long view. You are living in a most dramatic historical moment when social, economic, environmental, and scientific changes are happening quickly and radically. The world as we know it has changed suddenly and needs deep systemic reform. Be safe and reflective, pay attention, stay healthy, and observe this phenomenon unfold. You are the livers and creators of history right now. You are the new leaders who will guide us into the future. Do not be comfortable. Be courageous. Remember George Washington Carver's words. When you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. Let these words guide your answer to our Carver High School question. How will you engage the world? Congratulations, dear graduates, and all best wishes on your journey.
So hi seniors, congratulations on graduation. I know this isn't the way we imagined it would be when we gathered together in the fall, but here we are, and this is a place where we impart words of wisdom, but I think I've given them all away. So I came across a poem that a former student posted online, and I felt compelled to steal it and share it with you. So here it is. Do Not Ask Your Children to Strive by William Martin. Do not ask your children to strive for extraordinary lives. Such striving may seem admirable, but it is the way of foolishness. Help them instead to find the wonder and the marvel of an ordinary life. Show them the joy of tasting tomatoes, apples, pears. Show them how to cry when pets and people die. Show them the infinite pleasure in the touch of a hand, and make the ordinary come alive for them. The extraordinary will take care of itself. So, dear seniors, on the way to your extraordinary lives, remember to be great cultivators of the ordinary. Do the best that you can with what you have. I hope that many of you will come back and visit. I miss the time to say goodbye to you.
Class of 2020, we are here to celebrate you. Congratulations, you did it. Congratulations on the end of the most unusual school year ever. Congratulations on completing 12 years of education and graduating. Who knew that Friday, March 13th would be our last day of classes on campus? I certainly didn't. I can only imagine how deeply devastated and disappointed you and your families must be to see your senior year end in such an unexpected and non-traditional way. But something tells me that you are a class that is quite resilient, tenacious, and very used to things in your lives being non-traditional and unexpected. As the first group of children born in the wake of 9/11, you came into this world on the heels of a tragedy as a new America was forming. As you entered the formal school system 12 years ago, our nation was once again experiencing tragedy through recession and financial loss. You entered high school in the year of great political division in our country. Now, as you enter adulthood and launch into the world, you are at the forefront of yet another new way of life in America. Post first quarter of nationwide distance learning, post COVID-19 pandemic. This class is no stranger to tragedy. You might see yourself as a class that got gypped from the time you were born. You may see yourself as missing out on the end of the year milestones of a traditional senior year. You may see yourself as a class who has had struggle after struggle through the years. You may see yourself as being surrounded by horrendous conditions that are beyond your control. But on the contrary, class of 2020, I see you as a class that has brought about healing and recovery to a nation that has been destabilized over and over again. From the time that you were born and by your mere existence on earth, you have given all the people in your lives something to hope for, something to work for. You gave us, your parents, your family, your friends, your teachers, something positive to focus on, something to rebuild for, a reason to keep fighting for the greater good, a reason not to settle with an unsettling world, but to work toward a brighter future despite the darkness in the world. Your existence on this earth and the contributions you've made since the day you were born has brought forth healing and recovery to a society and a nation that has been destabilized over and over again. Now it's your turn to continue this journey as high school graduates and adults. I trust that your vision and your work in the world from this point forward will continue to support that healing and recovery. You are more than the COVID-19 class of 2020. You are visionaries and healers graduating in the year where our nation's problems and the world's problems became so clear and unavoidable that we were forced to face them on many levels. You are clear-sighted, hard-working, young adults with the ability to lead the people around you out of chaos, out of darkness, out of fear into a better world with your clarity, insight, and 2020 vision. There has never been an event or a day, class of 2020, that you have not survived. You are still here. Despite the struggles and obstacles that life has thrown your way, you have triumphed. You are here to do great things. You are here to help the world heal. How you choose to do that is up to you. Hopefully, the life lessons and the academic lessons you've learned to this point will give you an awareness of the infinite choices you have as you engage the world. I do hope, however, that as you choose your paths, you do so with hope in the future and love in your hearts. When it comes down to deciding whether the class of 2020 will succumb to fear, frustration, and disappointment, or will look ahead with love and the clear vision of a brighter tomorrow, I sincerely hope you choose love.
And now our student offerings.
Hi everyone, I'm Ella Adamson. I'm your 2020 graduating class valedictorian. As most of you know, I was a new student this year. I had very little experience with public schooling and let alone Waldorf-style curriculum, so I was nervous to start over in my senior year. But as I began the first few months of school, it became clear to me that I had made the right decision in transferring. I had never met such a closely bonded group of people or experienced the immediate acceptance with which my fellow seniors welcomed me. I wanted to use part of my message to thank my classmates for making this year so special. Each and every one of you has shown me your passion for excellence and has demonstrated to me how to uphold compassion, empathy, and humility. I would also like to thank my parents for suggesting a switch to Carver after they saw what a negative impact that an unsupportive community has on an individual. They knew that at Carver I would find peace and freedom amongst a group of people that so devotedly cares for one another. I am so thankful for the opportunity to attend Carver because I was offered a well-rounded education that included the study of disenfranchised groups and flaws in the American governmental systems. The encouragement of critical thinking and questioning of societal and governmental norms was something that I would not have been offered at my first high school. Since transferring, I have found a community that truly advocates for their fellow humans. My classmates care deeply for the systemic disadvantages that have been placed on certain groups in America, and I have learned how to stand up for those being oppressed. I am truly proud to get to be a part of this group of compassionate and worldly young men and women. I would also like to thank my teachers at Carver for allowing me to become more socially and ethically bound to the outcomes of American politics and policymaking, and I feel much better equipped for life beyond high school as it pertains to civic action and social advocacy. It is now time for us to take all of our knowledge and preparation and use it in creating a better way of life for younger generations. Whether we choose to go into art, science, law, or education, we must carry the lessons of respect and dignity we have learned at Carver. We must never forget that all people must be treated with humanity. Thank you for a fantastic year, and congratulations to all of us.
Hello, I am Robert Weaver, George Washington Carver's 2020 salutatorian. I wasn't expecting to be presenting in front of you today as a salutatorian. If I was, I wouldn't have shaved my head. But since I am, I want to thank you all for tuning into George Washington Carver's 2020 graduating class ceremony. Until now, I didn't understand the true importance of my Waldorf education and how it has shaped this outstanding class. The special curriculum and teaching style we received undoubtedly prepared us for success, but I have to say we wouldn't be here today without the support from all of you. If I could, I would thank each and every individual teacher and how they've impacted me here. But there is just too much to say. I would also like to thank our parents who have contributed so much of their time to make our high school experience memorable and fulfilling. I would also like to give credit to my success because of my extremely supportive family and friends who lifted me up when I was stressed, discouraged, frustrated, or unmotivated. You would not have a graduating class if it wasn't for all of your support. Just kidding. We would have been fine. Are you kidding me? They have me leading the way in second place under our valedictorian. But now that our journey from our first breaths to the end of high school is complete, we must reflect on our past and embrace our unseen future. My life was bound for unpredictable terror 1 month before I was born. America experienced one of its most detrimental and memorable blows in our history. The Twin Towers had been attacked. Even though I was only 1 month old, I know my family was terrified and confused. Now the same feelings of stress and terror and confusion have risen again. But this time I am not, and we are no longer mindlessly watching and listening to the terror and commotion surrounding us. Riots for black rights are rampant in the streets. A virus has been unleashed across our planet. Our environment is struggling to uphold itself, and so many more pressing issues. The only way to predict what we can do to prevent our world from destruction is by watching The Simpsons. Time and time again, they have shown us what is to come. We can't disregard it anymore. Right now, though, we are unable to express ourselves and truly pursue our bright futures or have our final days of high school. My next step was to attend college. I was so excited when I got my acceptance letter from UC Santa Cruz saying that they were eager for my arrival and what I have to bring to their school. But the circumstances of my life and those of others have changed. My 4 years of hard work and dedication at George Washington Carver were washed down the drain, making me make another choice and path in my life. We are all stuck at home without the opportunity of a traditional graduation, formal prom, senior trip, senior fun day, and without the chance to say goodbye to our friends, to the teachers, to anybody. No excuses though. We are the future. We are the ones to make a change. I know this class of brilliant, compassionate individuals will engage our world. Some of us will become doctors, lawyers, veterinarians, teachers, entrepreneurs, firemen, police officers. We get to decide what we want to do. Most of all though, what I've learned that is of utmost importance from attending high school is to embrace those close to you and always make time for them, even if it means not completing an assignment. We can work hard all our lives trying to obtain material things like a perfect report card, nice clothing, exotic cars, or luxury houses. Don't get me wrong, those are nice to have, but don't let your individual goals break you apart from those close to you. Thank you once again for attending our graduation ceremony.
Hi everyone, it's Annika. I'd first like to start off by saying thank you to all of the staff and especially the teachers at Carver. You guys have done an amazing job teaching me and impacting me every day. I'd also like to give a shout out to my mom and the rest of my family and friends. You guys have been an amazing support system and I don't know what I'd do without you guys. With that being said, I'd also like to give a huge congratulations to the class of 2020. We've done it. We've graduated. Although this isn't the graduation we've expected or wanted, here we are. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy throughout this pandemic, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. I love and miss all of you guys. Can't wait to see you. Bye!
Hey, Mitchell Rumsey here. I'd like to congratulate my fellow classmates. I want to thank all the teachers and faculty for doing their best to make me feel at home at Carver. There is one teacher that deserves a special thanks. He has made my experience here not only enjoyable, but memorable. He has hosted my club meetings and is always a friendly face to have a morning chat with. Thank you, Mr. Sabini, for always being someone who I can talk to. You have always been open, honest, and I am honored to call you my friends. I hope that the Magic the Gathering Club continues and keeps growing long after I've left. I hope that new students who join our club share the same friendships and experiences that I've had the privilege to enjoy. I'll make sure to come back and visit. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you to all of my friends and family. It feels good to finally be graduating.
It was a dark day when I lost my faith. I wasn't the pony I thought I'd be, and it seemed that no one could relate. There was nothing left for me to see. So I took a walk to the edge of the town. The thought of leaving it all behind, when I saw a little letter fall right out of the sky, as a gray mare hovered way up high. I thought I was crazy when I saw her wave, and then simply fly away. So I opened the letter and looked inside, and what was written made my day. It said, "Isn't it great to be different? Isn't it wonderful to be exactly who you are? When you learn to start accepting yourself, you'll become a shining star."
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Now presenting the class of 2020.
Ella Adamson. Micah Baptist. Skylar Berry. Zyla Castagnon. Corinne Champion. Andrea Chicas. Corinne Craig. Maya Daniels. Isabella Daneo. Felice de Denan. Alexandra Dominguez. Andre Dominguez. Dominic Faust. Nadia Garcia. Kaylee Garrison. Lene Gomez Menor. Ellen Hangy Wattenberg. Noel Aisi.
Brianna Jones. Blake Kennedy. Maximilian Lang.
Jack Lenz. Joseph Latini. Zach Lindstrom. Annika Lowe. Amelie McCarthy. Micah Malone. Donovan Marsh Williams. Isabel Marwick. Gabrielle McKay. Cristal Nevares. Corbin Ogden, Alexis Osborne, Sadie Prowalski, Emma Rourke, Cynthia Rogel Gama, Caitlin Rogers, Alexander Romba, Mitchell Rumsey, Drake Salazar, Adrian Salvador, Terrence Scott, Trevor Sladen, Ireland Sterling, Neva Story, Sadira Sturdivant, David Tarverdian,
Andrew Trujillo, Stephanie Welty, now the Weavers,
Byron Weaver, Chad Weaver, Robert Weaver, Elliot West, Justin Williams, Lucas Wilson, Yubin Wan, Junbi Kitty Yang,
Congratulations, class of 2020 graduates. You may now move your tassels from right to left.